There's not too many buildings that I'm really jealous of, but this one is definitely at the top of Brad's wish list. I'm here with Dustin, and we're going to have a little jaunt around the plant.
Yeah, sure. It's gonna be kind of loud out there, but we'll do the best with the sound or do a voiceover or something.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So all of our rooms, even in our offices now, you know, we have cabinets and everything labeled, and then out here, we would have a nicer label.
Ooh,
There's our Kanban and our SOP stations.
Nice. What did you want? How do these numbers relate to things?
Well, this is the room. So this is 9.1. The office is 9, and this is 0.1. That's that room. And then everything dials down from there. These are the people that make it happen right here. So this is our team. We put this up to kind of showcase them. We got little markers for how long they've been here. These are in 5-year increments for some of those guys and girls.
Okay, so here's the $1 million question. Everybody's gonna see this stuff. They're gonna love it. They're gonna want it. How did you get it done so beautifully?
We have graphics, or a girl that has a little bit of background in some graphics design stuff, but we just took their pictures, which isn't that hard. We did it with an iPhone, and we made these in Canva, and then we just use a third-party printing, like an online printing service. Nothing, it's not that special, I promise.
Yeah, no, but I mean that's a lot of like this is
Their
nice.
hire date, their birthday.
They're done. So you just sent it out to a sign shop.
Yeah, essentially.
Amazing. Okay, these are so good. I'm gonna do you one better. Anybody who wants this done, call me. I'm gonna put you in touch with a graphic designer. He'll have this template already designed and developed, and you can deal with them directly. They'll put your company colors, logos, and everything on it and get it printed. So just reach out to me and I'll connect you with that person. Oh man, so beautiful, so beautiful. Standards. Thank you, Kaizenify.app. Oh, Kanban's perfectly organized, tying in with the whole system of the racking, shelf labels. Wow. Of course, Mr. Hunter builds the nicest, most beautiful break room for his team with this great window that looks out into the plant. Look at that. Wow, I'm so jealous.
All right, so this is our bathroom chart to know who's supposed to do it. This is an SOP that tells you how this works, but essentially everyone is on a team. We have green, gray, white, black. There's me. And then we have different days of the week, and this moves. This is magnetic, and then these move. So we just do this once a week, and then these all get changed. We know who's cleaning the bathroom and the break room. So here's our bathroom.
Love that.
These are our fundamentals. We have a new fundamental every week. So there's that one for this week.
Little bit of forced reading.
Yeah.
Everything's dialed, obviously. Yeah, the most beautiful.
SOPs down here. Everything's clean. Sinks are clean. Mirrors are clean.
So is this the cleaning schedule then here?
This is the SOP of how to clean it. So this is the global one, and then it breaks down into, you know, the toilets, the urinals, mopping, cleaning the sinks and mirrors.
So quickly, how do you find using Kaizenify to capture all of your SOPs and how
great? Yeah, super easy. We've been using it, been a long time users. So yeah, it's been great. Got this from our good friend over at Yellow Tool, right? So
Yeah, so this is our service and install. They have a morning huddle here every morning with that team, and they go over what's going on today. You know, target to actuals. You know, we're struggling here a little bit. Green is good, red is bad. Here's our team, right? These are all my service and installers. We roll some of this up into monthly to date, year to date, so we can see different things.
And each department has one of these boards. I see another one over there.
Yep, similar for their KPIs.
There's a lot of confusion around morning meetings. How do you guys do it?
Yeah, so we start at 7 sharp. We do a 3-minute stretching with the entire team. and then we go into a department huddle where they look at their scoreboards by department for about 6-7 minutes, talk about yesterday, what's happening today, and then we have a 30-minute window for improvements, and then we have a 20-minute meeting on the back of that. All in total, that's an hour long.
Yeah, tell me about this.
So we just wanted to be really consistent with how we marked floors. So we have a standard here, and then all the tapes you can see even on the floor here, different things. So we want that all standard throughout the plant. Shadow board for cleaning. This is an off-fall rack from our CNC. So this is 4.2. It's in area 4. It's the second rack in the area, and then it's just labeled clearly up top. Shadow board over here, just cleaning supplies for our CNC.
Here's the $1 million question that everyone wants to know is, how do you keep the off-fall rack under control?
If it doesn't fit, it has to go in the dumpster, period.
Now, what if I have a bigger piece and there's a smaller piece? Do you do
Take
that?
the smaller piece out.
Okay.
Yep. If it doesn't fit, we can't keep it.
Right there. Stop saving all your garbage.
Everything's same color. Like everything's blue.
Oh, right.
Like just a little higher level.
Rack number, shelf number, Kanban card for all the materials.
Yeah.
My God.
This is all the stock that we have.
Look at that.
This is the only stock plywood that we have in the whole business right here.
Really?
That's it. Everything else is PO'd. That's the only stock plywood.
I got you.
That's the only inventory that we stock.
So this is your that was funny. Look at this, everybody. I just about got run over backing up. So this is the stock material, but the rest you bring in.
Everything is PO'd by job. So, I mean, there's really no inventory. This is the only inventory sheet goods that we have in the entire plant right here.
That's pretty impressive because it's not a small plant.
There you go. Yeah. So this is our workroom. We put all of our tablets here that we charge. Everything is paperless here, so everybody brings them back in here for the end of the day to charge. We have two other things in here that are really cool. This is a priority board. Okay, so improvements. You know, we take these cards. These are magnetic, and we write on them. These are ideas. These are the ones we're working on, or this is the priority for the next ones. These are the ones we're working on. Excuse me. These are completed, and these are need approval by upper management, so they could have some costs associated with them.
That's really cool. Question: Why is that like a triangle? Is that to filter them up?
Well, so people can.
I got you.
These would be filtered through. Come on.
Oh, that's pretty clever.
Just put them in here, right? So, and then we can filter all these, and these are the ones that we're working on.
So this is a modification to a typical Kanban board where you just have them in a row. These are kind of forcing a filter to the top priority.
Yep. This is a request station. We have an SOP down here of how this works, but if you needed help, if you wanted a label per se, we want to be consistent, and so we have consistency throughout the plant. So if you needed a label for your area, you would fill this out. You just put it in there, and then we have specific people who work on labels.
Oh,
and they'll print them through our software.
Right.
Those are the people who do it. Or you need help painting something or making a Kanban. So we have different things, and then we have specialized people to help that are more trained in those areas.
This is so good. That is going to really help you with the consistency. No stone left unturned. Look, label right on the floor with the cart, with your Kanban cards. Just beautiful. Bundle, visual control, label on the floor. Here's our Dustin. He's over there. I'm like, well, wait. Look at this little cool idea with the propane. I bet you there's a red card in there. Everything's just so visual. I love it.
So this is our whip. This is our working process for today. This is the work that we're cutting out. So these will cycle. We'll show you at the other end what this looks like, what the buffer for today looks like, and what they're producing today. But everything's labeled on the floor for that purpose.
So hang on before you get too far. This to me looks like a lot of storage. Tell me, do you use it all, or is it just
It's about a day's of production. This
right,
is about one
all
day.
of this? Okay.
So we're gonna cut today. We're gonna build it tomorrow.
But okay, so why are so many empty?
He's already cycled through today's, or where that batch landed, and we're on to the next. So,
Let's go.
yeah. Sorry. So this is today's. So these are our buffers. This is ready to build.
So all these are ready to go, and I gotta figure this out.
Yep.
They transition from over here, so they come down here, around the corner, and ready for assembly, which happens here. And then there's the assembly line. Tell us how does your assembly line work?
Okay, so parts come off of these carts. This first station right here, they case the box, if you will, and then it gets a frame, drawers, and doors at each table as it goes down. And the subordinating operations, or our sub-assemblies, are over here, and they come to the line at each station.
When?
So we have buffers.
Oh, so this cart, what's this cart?
This is a shelf cart. So like my frames, there's only 2 carts. So when that cart back there is full, you have to stop.
Okay, so they're building the frames here in this cell. We'll run around this cell. They're building the frames in here, all the stuff they need to build frames. And then they stage them here to go to the line right here. All right, next station.
Okay. So frames go on right here. That's what he's putting on right here.
Oh, frames go on here.
Yep.
Sorry.
So it just comes across the aisle.
Okay.
Okay. This is our drawer department. Okay. So
Drawer
again,
cell.
here's my buffers for my drawers.
Build.
They go on right here.
Here.
Yep. And then this last station down here. So we have, I'm not sure what's going on, but there should be carts here with doors. So we have some extra resources down here. So these carts come here, and then doors go on right here.
So machining of door parts here, doors get staged here, they go on there. And as the cabinets are coming down the line, is it different people doing different things?
Yeah, generally speaking, we have one operator at each station.
And so they're handing the work
As
off.
you can see, this is working just as it should. There's nobody at these stations. These people went upstream to pull doors. Because there's no doors here. That's why there's nobody at these stations.
Brilliant. This is the hardest thing to convince people to try and do, is to create flow down a production line. And you have done it.
Yeah.
What did we just notice
Yeah,
here?
so the drawers, the drawer buffer's full. All the carts are full.
Full. That means
She stopped. There's no operator here. She's went to another department where there's a bottleneck, which is doors in this case.
I want to get this point again. Go
So
ahead.
here's another operation. At these 2 tables here, he's putting doors on. He's bringing them directly from the door department, one piece at a time. The
So
other guy
from there, right to there.
that's missing on the second bench has shifted over to the door department to help. I'm not sure if they had a machine down or we're just behind or what's going on, but that's how that's supposed to work.
So they're not allowed to take these cabinets off of the bench until they have doors on them.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
This looks neat.
So this is our hinge machine. We have different hinge combinations, plates and hinges. These come down. There's your hinges. There's the plates.
And the machine's right here.
Yep. This spins. This is a
And it
carousel.
spins. Oh, man.
Then we got a breadcrumb in here where to restock it from our other bin. And this is where you put it.
That's slick. This is a very cool system. I haven't seen this before. So what does this do? Sure.
So this does several things. It cuts pieces to size for face frames. It drills them, and it marks them. I'll show you on the other side.
What?
So after it does that, we're not using it right this minute, but a light will come on, and it tells you which bin to put it in
Light
by
bar.
cabinet. So this whole thing right here would light up green. You put it in there.
What? And this cart I'm just seeing what's going on. It's the same cart that's over there. So you just wheel your cart in behind the light system. Wow, that's pretty slick.
Yeah. This is the extension to the razor gauge. So it pocket holds them, and then it puts a scribe line of where this goes.
Trying to get that on camera. That is crazy. Yeah, there you go. So it drills the holes and marks the other piece,
yep,
and then puts it in the proper corresponding bin. Wow.
Up the line here. Yep. They come here. They go into this box here for a final QC by the shop foreman. And if there's a reject, it comes into this box here.
What if it's good?
If it's good, it goes into a staging area.
Staging back there. Gotcha.
Ships out this door.
Okay.
So everything. So we pre-assemble our islands. There's 2 of them sitting here. You can see this one, and then our installers take them apart so they know how they go back together, because a lot of these are somewhat complex. The trigger for them to know when to take it off is the flag. Green flag means it's good to go.
Good to take apart.
Yeah. So the one back here, he's not finished with it. Doesn't have a flag yet.
Gotcha.
Better than that.
Little combine area of the drawer hardware by the looks of things. I love how there's just no stone unturned in this factory. No guessing, no assuming. Everywhere there's a box or a package, there's a label and a rack number. Hey everybody, if you like what you're seeing so far, then don't miss us at the AWFS this year. Hit pause, scan that QR code. We're doing lunch and learns all week.
Yeah, so we had a challenge on our shop floor, finding our shop foreman. Also had a similar problem in the field with a customer if they need to talk to our lead guy. So what we did, here's my shop foreman right here. We got him a special colored shirt with these red sleeves so we can easily find him. And the same thing applies to our field guys. Our lead field guy has a different colored sleeve, so we can just say, hey, go find the guy with the green sleeves.
No guessing, no assuming.
Right. Yeah, so we need to move some equipment in our plant. So we got this template made of our plant. It's just a plan. We put it on the back of a whiteboard. And then we cut out machines, and these are magnetic, so we can move them around for new layouts.
That's pretty cool.
Here's our lights. So we have these lights at the station. This is yellow. Go ahead, take it away.
Yeah. So if you're available,
Oh.
they're green, and if you're on the phone where you cannot be interrupted, they're red.
So all the stations have them.
No
Our engineering has
guessing,
it.
no assuming. How did you do that? Where did you how did you
Just
get
LED
these?
strips.
You just
Yeah.
buy them
It's in a roll.
buy them at Amazon? Like how if someone
Yeah,
wanted to
I think
do
so.
that?
Amazon.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
So
affordable.
So we could see from 30 feet away. Oh, if I needed him, I don't have to spend the time to walk all the way over there. He's busy. This?
yeah, so this is our engineering board that this department huddles around every morning for about 5-6 minutes. Just talk about what's going on, targets, what our fundamental is this week. You know, they're working on projects over here. This is what people are doing.
It's my favorite one. Struggles and improvements.
Right.
Tell me about that fundamentals this week. What do you mean?
So we have a new fundamental every week. They rotate. There's 27 of them. And then at the beginning of every meeting, we spend 2 or 3 minutes, each group talking about that fundamental. So this one, pay attention to detail. We're talking about why it's important and how we do that, how we execute it, who does this well, those kind of things, how we can help each other do this better.
So all the material comes in on this side. You see our racking and everything on the wall. You see some of it's empty. We should get a truck in the morning. We get a truck almost every day. This is all of our sub-assembly on the left, and everything supports the main line going down this way. Cabinets come off the end down there, and then they ship out over here.
So you've got the flow actually incoming material coming across to the line and down and then out. Wow. Beautifully done. Yeah, I'm sitting here with Dennis. He's plant manager here at Hunter Trim, and he is using the Kazenified dashboard. Tell us about this. This is very insightful.
So our target for the day is 135. So when I look at this, I always want to be running in the yellow. That's my ideal state where I'm hitting target. If I'm in the green, it means I'm overproducing. If I'm in the red, I'm missing target. Now, if I'm consistently overproducing, I need to move my target to what our demand is.
Amazing. So I was here 2 years ago, and I thought to myself, I don't know if it's even possible for Dustin to improve anymore. And then I walk through here, and my jaw is hitting the ground again. What's your secret? How do you keep upping the ante on all of the improvements around your factory?
I'm not sure how to answer that. I think what we've done and been able to do over, the course of a decade is just small, incremental, continuous improvement. I don't think there's a big secret. I think it's just the day to day, and it's really refreshing to see you again and come back, because we lose sight of it on the day to day because it's really hard to see in the day to day. But taking a step back and getting some perspective and remembering some of these things that you brought up today helps me just reflect and appreciate how far we've come. So yeah, we're going to keep doing it, and give my team a big shout out in our morning meeting.
Well, if you're as blown away as I am, Dustin Hunter has been kind enough to put on his website under Lean Tools and Resources some of the secrets to his success. He's built a whole section here dedicated to lean, and you can go check out the tools and resources to see exactly some of the secrets to his success. He's running the dashboard, the performance dashboard that gives his team the measurements to react right away, making perfect SOPs all over the factory, simplifying training and mistake proofing. Of course, running his inventory all effortlessly with a good, robust Kanban system. And then cross-training people, critical, and there's a training matrix to help you out with that aspect of the business. We want to make sure that your team has the support they need on the line with on-dawn timers, and any other information you might need. Just contact Dustin.